I think it is best you head through the catacombs and follow Kabash's trail.
What's in there?
There are certain things you must see for yourself. Take this key. You'll need it to open the gate.
Kabash might be hostile. A friend of the philosopher. This must be one of the philosopher's 11 friends who he outlived. Kabash hasn't come back. So he should be in here. This poor man. How long has this been going on for? Thousands of years at the minimum is what it sounds like. So a rule lasting for this long, if someone's manually managing it, it does seem like a god. Because people don't usually live for that long. But then again, we're dead. We're dead, so do we die? Yeah, we do. We saw people in the catacombs, the philosopher's friends. Is that peeled? Or is that a mummy? Not peeled, but for some reason alive. It seems to be locked from the other side. Oh dear God. I think when we first came to the ruins, we already had a sense that there were some Greek people here because you can tell by the way the gold statues are dressed. The type of armor and all that. Whoa. Does the water work? Wait, they're gold, but they're still moving. Why? Is the gold melting down here somehow? No. We have more than enough arrows to deal with all of these. A mummy? There's a scary sound over there. That doesn't sound like a... If you're a mummy, come over here. Oh. Jeez! Oh, ugh. They look like skeletons more than people. They lived here. Oh yeah, that looks Egyptian. Not that I know much about Egypt archaeology. Really is available in multiple languages. Someone's translating this. The god. Oh god. The god is multilingual. Egyptian board game. The board for an ancient game called Senet, the rules for which are long forgotten. An Egyptian man running from something. Oh, where are you going, man? These people are already encased in gold, but the gold might be eroding or something? It feels like there's still a thin layer of gold on them. Where's the other one? Oh god. You coming, my friend? Dang it. I don't like these sounds. Could you please come out and... Oh shoot, there's multiple of them. I kind of want to get a good look. Yeah, they're already encased in gold, aren't they? But the gold is eroding. So if the gold layer is taken off, then theoretically, we can save everybody here, right? Very theoretically. Well, I'm primarily gonna focus on the people who are still alive here. As in the people who we can actually talk to. I know everybody is alive here technically, but... we'll see. If we find the god responsible for this, can we just change this once and for all? You're running in this direction. Kabash.
Stop! Do not come any closer. Who are you?
I'm Welonzius. Who are you?
I am Kabash. And let me guess, another Greek or Roman come to loot and plunder the resting place of my ancestors,
Do I look Greek or Roman to you?
Trousers, boots, curious here. No, I suppose you do not. Then what do you want?
He's got a bow. Is he standing here just to protect the treasures? But why? It's just inanimate objects. I'm just looking for an Egyptian plaque.
To what end?
I want to return it to the obelisk.
That is welcome news. You really are not Greek or Roman, are you? I was planning to return it myself, but for now, I must remain. Here, take it and restore the honor of Osiris.
Oh. Osiris, Lord of Silence. Okay, I don't believe we've actually come across the obelisk yet, have we? I'll have to look for that sometime. That was a little too easy.
Now, as for the other plaque.
The fourth plaque? You know about that?
Indeed, I have it right here. I stumbled across a collection of dusty curiosities while searching for a place to hide from the hungry children of Amit, and there it was.
And you're not gonna give it to me. I wonder what civilization it's for. May I have it?
You may not. In fact, I am about to destroy it.
Why?
Because it speaks a treacherous, blasphemous lie.
How so?
I will tell you, but first, do you know what this place is?
The Catacombs? Yeah, Egyptian underworld. The Duat?
Indeed, and I see you know our history. This is the Duat. See what has become of it. I have been down here for weeks, piecing together its story, And here is what I have learned. As Egypt declined and the Greeks had their turn to flourish, their souls came here in great numbers. But instead of adopting our ways, they copied and corrupted them. When they found the obelisk bearing the name Osiris, the true god of the underworld, they desecrated it, removing his name and replacing it with Hades. Even the ferryman of the dead, known to my people long before as Kerti, they renamed to Keron. As if that desecration was not enough, they built over this place, using it as the foundation for their own underworld, so that ours was forgotten. My only solace is that the Greeks then suffered the same fate when the Romans rose to power, renaming Hades to Pluto, and the cycle began anew.
I can see why you'd be unhappy with the Greeks and Romans.
I am glad to hear it, which brings me to this other, fourth plaque. It is inscribed with a script I do not recognize, but it is ancient, almost as if it is older than the plaque bearing Osiris's name. But if that is so, it would imply the gods of Egypt are mere imitations too, copied and corrupted from an ancient people who prospered even before us, and that my people did to them what the Greeks and Romans did to us. But this I cannot accept. I sense a deception. Perhaps it is the work of Set, the usurper, seeking to undermine Osiris once more.
You are sounding very hypocritical right now. What does the inscription say?
You will never know. This work of sacrilege must be destroyed, thrown into the black abyss below in Osiris's name.
What would make him so angry? Actually, what does the plaque that we just got said? Osiris, Lord of Silence. So maybe it's... The fourth plaque says a name of some other god that they don't recognize. Actually, if it says Osiris, then maybe the Greek one says Hades, and the Roman one says Pluto. So, the original one, maybe that's what the fourth plaque is. And I'm gonna guess it's something known to us already, I just don't know it. Please, don't.
You are too late. It is done.
Wow. Now I'm gonna have to go in after it.
You would plunge into the depths of the Duat with no way back up. Madness.
We'll see. First, I have some questions for you.
If it will help you to see reason, then ask.
It looks like I thought we were gonna have to find all three and then find the fourth one, but we're finding the fourth one now. I hope this doesn't mess anything up again, like narrative order-wise. Kabash, you're sounding so hypocritical. You're so angry about the Greeks basically, you know, getting the one up on the Egyptians, but the Egyptians probably did the same, and you recognize this. But you're just choosing to not believe it. What's your story?
I am from Rakotis, which you may know as Alexandria, the name of the city the Greeks built over it. I was a fisherman, like my father before me. Since the Romans had taken over from the Greeks, I took the opportunity to learn Latin and eventually traveled to Rome. When the fires broke out last year, I tried to help. I gathered terrified locals into my boat and led many of them to safety farther along the Tiber. On my 7th trip, a passenger demanded I wait for his brother. But we were full to almost sinking, and smoke was all around us. I told him his brother would have to save himself, and he tried to bribe me by placing a coin into my hand. When I refused, he drew a dagger and thrust it between my ribs. I awoke on the banks of the river to a stranger wearing a ram headdress. He said his name was Kerti, and at the time, I simply thought him odd. It did not dawn on me until much later that he was the Kerti, the ram-headed ferryman described in the Book of the Dead.
So your experience is even worse than me. At least Karen was like a normal modern day name. Karen and Charon, but yours is the exact same name and you didn't recognize it. Do you know a way out of here?
This is where I belong, as caretaker of the memories of my people. If our ways are to be remembered, it falls to me.
What do you eat here? There's no food. You're gonna go back up to the shrine and eat the Greek food? The food that's Greek offering? Really? What do you think about the golden rule?
I think if someone is to break the golden rule, it will not be me, for I try to live as I always have by the command of the goddess Ma'at. Do to the doer to make him do. As for the punishment that will come from it, I finally understand why it has long been said among my people that gold is the skin of the gods.
Oh, okay, so maybe the statues we saw earlier, the moving ones, the layer of gold is part of their makeup. It's not like an eroding gold layer. Maybe? What do you think is down there?
I do not know. What could possibly lie beneath the underworld? Perhaps it is infinite darkness. Perhaps it is the lair of Amit, the devourer of souls. All I know is it would be unwise to venture down there.
But you're not gonna stop me, even though the whole point of you throwing it down there was to stop anybody from getting it. That just makes me want to go down there even more.
Is everyone so contrary where you are from? Do not even consider it.
Now I'll be going now.
Good. Be gone from this place. Wait. You are planning to go down there.
Uh-oh.
I see it in your eyes.
I think we should have just decided to go in our head, but not tell him about it. We'll see.
I urge you, return to the surface with the Romans. It will be safer for you.
Down here, we're not affected by the golden rule. Oh my god. Okay, this is exciting. Kabash. Oh, you son of a... Alrighty. Sumerian. Nergal, the fierce one. Sumerian plaque. Okay, we really have to find a way out though, because if we don't, then... Oh my goodness. You know how the Greeks built on top of the Egyptians? The Egyptians built on top of the Sumerians. But we have to get back up, otherwise... nothing we do matters. Oh, what? Is that melted gold? Is that the god? Okay, this is a little bit scary, actually. No, they're wearing different styles of clothing. It's a dress. It's dark here. A rock. Oh, this is it. Barricades. An eroded set of barricades. It looks like these Sumerians were trying to defend themselves from something. The wrath of the gods. Sumerians, same thing, golden statues. This has been happening for a very long time. Oh no, who's standing over there? A statue, hopefully. And it only happens in a very localized place, just this one location. Nowhere else. But the way that we got here was with the special denarius. Probably previously it was not a denarius, I guess. Are you sure? I don't think they've seen people for a long time. The way you hear the gold moving all the time is so... How is it moving anyway? It's magic. Don't question it too much. Corroded brass plate. With Sumerian markings on it, it appears to be a pressure plate for some kind of trap. Oh. Okay, don't step on it. That was an accident. Oh! Oh no! Oh no, do we have to hurry? I don't know. Maybe we should hurry anyway, but I wanna look around first. Are we okay? Are we gonna start flooding here? Oh, we gotta go this way. Kabash, you're not doing a very good job of protecting your ancestors' pride and legacy. Maybe he thinks I'll die here. Maybe he wants me to die here. But still, a little bit risky for you to just let me come down and not do anything about it. Finding a way up would be difficult though. Nope.
When I told you that you would not find a way back up, that was not a prediction. That was a promise. You will die here.
There's no need for this to end in violence.
I disagree. I warned you against coming down here, against perpetuating this sacrilege, but you persisted. You have undermined and dishonored the true god of the underworld. How did you think this would end, if not with bloodshed?
Just hear me out.
Very well, I will listen. But if I sense deception, or if you further insult my gods, I will carry out my threat. So tell me, why should I let you live after you salvaged this instrument of blasphemy?
This is the real answer. If something can be destroyed by the truth, it deserves to be destroyed by the truth.
Then you admit it. You wish to destroy the sacred beliefs of my people. I will not allow this. Many of my ancestors endured great hardship to live good lives so that we may descend to the Duat in death and be judged accordingly. We prepare to have our hearts weighed on Anubis' scales and to swear ourselves innocent of sin before the 42 assessors of Ma'at. And yet, I arrive here to find the Book of the Dead contained only a seed of truth. And now I ask myself, did our priests steal and embellish the stories of an older people and feed us lies all our lives simply to trick us into obedience?
He's having a clash of beliefs right now. We need to guide him to accepting this. It's just his whole worldview has changed, and how do we help him? Isn't being a good person a worthwhile pursuit in and of itself?
I am not sure I follow. Speak plainly.
Even if your beliefs about the afterlife weren't quite accurate, isn't the important thing they motivated you to live good lives?
Perhaps there is some truth in that. What is your point?
Are you going to abandon a lifetime of good character now that it matters most just because you found out you were misled?
You are persuasive. Very well. I will let you live, and you may do what you will with that plaque.
Thank you,
will
Kabash.
remain here for a while and attempt to learn what I can about the foundations of my people's beliefs. Go.
Where even was he? I don't know where he was. At the very top there, I guess? It kind of goes back to the whole thing that we were talking about with the philosopher. And the golden rule. Like, how do you persuade someone to do good? Why do we do good? Having a strict system that dictates what's right and wrong, first of all, that's just not gonna happen. But second of all, is that really being virtuous, I guess? If you're only doing it because you want to follow a certain set of rules that says, okay, if you do this thing, it means you're a good person. As opposed to maybe wanting to do it more naturally. Well, thank you, Kabash. It's funny because you saw me jump down the hole. But there's another way up, huh? Thank goodness. Down here, are we even gonna feel the effects of the golden rule?
You again. What is it now?
No, I'll be going now.
Of course, as the Romans say, may fortune smile on you.
You should come back. People are missing you. They think you're missing and they don't know what to do. Well, that was fruitful. We got 2 plaques for the price of 1. Nice. Yes, now we're back in the beginning here. Great. Well, the guy had a bow, but he wasn't that bad. Woo! I gotta get back out here the long way. Wait, we know now who is the one who breaks the golden rule. It's Demidicus.
You carry the gift of Prometheus in your hand. Remarkable. Good to see you again, friend. Did you find what you need?
Yeah, so we know who breaks the golden rule, which means if we can deal with him in some way, then would this all be okay? Obviously, we can't deal with him by killing him, but maybe we'll tell him, hey, you know, why don't you try eating that hemlock over there? I did find what I needed. Thank you. I'll be going now.
I enjoyed our chat, but please, keep my presence here a secret, yes?
Alright, I will. Yeah, but if I'm leaving, maybe I'll ask you guys to come with me, if you would like. Wow, that was, some thought-provoking stuff down here. Philosophers and people caught between thinking about and rethinking about their entire set of beliefs that they've believed in all their lives. What time of day is it outside? It's been a long time since we've been here. It is kinda dark. Kinda dark. Okay. Well, good. Good. We have 2 plaques. I don't know where the obelisk is, but I'm willing to bet that one of these quest markers probably tell me where it is. Maybe we'll talk to Galerius about getting elected as a magistrate. We didn't talk to him about that yet. Or talk to Malleolus and Claudia. Yeah, why don't we? Do I have time? Yeah, hello? This guy's our problem here.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
Demitius.
Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment, it being election day.
Fine. Oh, and of course, we gotta go talk to Centius, too.
Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
What happens if we accuse... I mean, I can just tell him that, hey, no, it's this guy. What's Centius gonna do? I am sort of curious about that as well.
Thank you.
Talk to his wife first.
I am delighted and deeply honored to
Jub, jub,
have
jub,
been
jub, jub.
elected your...
You're not supposed to be in here.
I'm just peeking in. My bad, I'll be going. Can we talk?
Talk? What business could you possibly have with me?
I'll be going now.
Finally! This is outrageous.
I just want the door to be gone.
Why are you still here?
To rob your house, duh. Why are you locked in this room? Yeah, why are you locked in your own room? This is your house.
My marital affairs are no concern of yours. Thank you very much.
Oh, Malleolus, on top of all the horrible stuff he does, he's a wife beater. Potentially. What's your story?
I think a better question is, why am I being interrogated by a stranger who just barged into my villa? I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to explain to my husband why I'm receiving strange women in private.
We can arrange something if you'd like. Do you know a way out of here? I mean out of the city, not your room, okay?
Preferably the way you came in, by which I mean, please leave.
What do you think about the golden rule?
I think it's about to be broken if you don't hurry up and leave.
Oh no, I like her. Do you know anything about Scintilla's disappearance?
The dainty little thing from next door? Of course not. As much as I despise her father, I would never lay a finger on that poor, sweet child.
No, I think you're hiding some. No. Fair enough. We know already. Don't piss her off again. Okay, well, I'll be going now.
Finally!
You didn't tell me anything, though. Oh, you guys... Oh, just gonna sleep in your bed. Is this your bedroom? Both of your bedrooms? There's 2 beds here. What? The doors unlock individually. Oh my god. Okay, maybe we can talk to Malleolus about what he's doing to his wife.
Domitius doesn't usually let anyone in here without a hefty tribute, so you must have been desperate to see me. Well, what do you want?
Do you know anything about Scintilla's disappearance?
Of course not. But as I always say, if Centius can't protect his daughter, how can we trust him to protect this city?
What aren't you telling me? No. Fair enough. So, you're Quintius?
My name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with someone else.
I like that reaction. You have 1 green eye and 1 blue eye, just like the description in this execution order from Emperor Nero.
You mean my heterochromia? I am guilty of nothing more than having different colored eyes. And I'm hardly the only person with the condition. Alexander the Great had it too, as it happens. I like to think it is simply the way the gods have chosen to mark a natural-born ruler. Nothing more.
Did he really? Apparently Quintius also suffers from delusions of grandeur.
Well, I am not suffering from any delusions, as today's election will firmly establish.
I can't prove it's you, yet, but I will.
Unlikely, because it simply isn't true. Now, was there something else you wanted?
How do we prove it? I don't think he's gonna withdraw. Okay, let's ask him about the other thing first. Any idea where I'd find a Roman plaque?
Look, if I had a Roman plaque in my possession, I'd be happy to sell it to you, but I don't, so I can't.
Fair enough. Okay, well, after all that, I want you to withdraw from the election.
Are you insane? You barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous demands? Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win?
He doesn't believe in the rule, so he might actually believe that I'll kill him. Because if you don't, I'm going to kill you.
You fool.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh, wow, okay. I completely forgot. Threatening people is apparently breaking the rule too. Oh, okay, that's Domiticus. Hey, I want to try shooting Centius too, but I think he runs too fast for me. Well, anything I should be doing at a time like this? No, he's already there. Centius. Dang it. Anything I can do? Oh man, that was dumb. In hindsight, that was dumb. I need to dig up some kind of dirt proving that Quinctius is Malleolus. I gotta give willow bark to Rufius. Ask Ulpius how Centella would feel about his suicide. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah, okay, I think we'll just... Okay. We can talk to Galerius anyway. Who is listening then? The statues? They hear that I said, I am going to kill you. It's not even the act of killing, it's the act of threatening. But those are just words. I can see why it would be considered a sin, but it seems so... If that's breaking the golden rule, then fricking the internet every day. Well... Okay, that's fine. We didn't need to see the election again anyway.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back?
Do we want to try this one this time? Because I think the plaque stuff is the end game. So as long as we don't do the plaque stuff. Okay, ideally what I want to happen is we find ending 1, we find ending 3, and then at the very end, we find ending 4. Okay, let's try it out. The golden rule is about to be broken soon. I need you to quietly get everyone except Centius ready to run in the upper cistern when the ground starts to rumble. Can we kill Centius?
What? That's a big ask. But something tells me you're not kidding. Alright, I'm gonna stick my neck out and believe you. But I doubt I'll be able to gather more than a handful of people.
So this isn't gonna be perfect. Well, we'll see. There was a hidden shrine we didn't visit yet. Maybe next time. This time, can we also talk to Rufius? Where is Rufius normally? Equitia. Horatius. Actually, where is Rufius? I can probably talk to Centius now, but I want to just give him the willow bark so that he would be a little bit more relieved.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
About your rheumatism.
What business is that of yours?
I figured out a treatment. Eat a pinch of this willow bark and you should feel better in no time.
Willow bark? And this will work? Oh, thank God. Finally, some relief. This is what I've been praying for. Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all. Thank you. I've been in a lot of pain lately. The rheumatism, these cursed statues always watching, and the crisis of faith. It was too much. Started messing with my head. This is exactly what I needed to set it straight again. I owe you one.
I don't think you're straight, buddy. Are you the one threatening Virgil?
No idea what you're talking about.
I know it was you. I found an incomplete letter to him in your quarters.
Look, I haven't been at my best lately. I know that. It's the rheumatism. starts with constant pain in all your joints. Then the pain starts to mess with your head. Makes you angry, mean. I know that's not an excuse for how I acted. But it's the truth. But with the willow bark, I'm already starting to feel like myself again. And I know I said I owe you one. So I'll leave him alone from now on. It's not as if I was ever going to hurt him anyway. I was just lashing out. I'm going to go and clean up the graffiti. Just forget this ever happened. Will you?
You should be saying this to Virgil, not me. Alright, no problem. Virgil is the one you should be saying sorry to. There's some very strange little small areas in the back here. Oh, wow. Oh no, I didn't get... Fabia should still be... Yeah, she is. She's really scared right now. That's fine.
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil.
Virgil looks like a handsome Barbie Ken doll. Don't worry about the threats, it's just Rufius, and he's never gonna hurt you.
What demon or spirit told you about that?
I found an incomplete note in his house.
You went snooping in his place? That was risky. We're lucky you didn't cross any lines. Have you spoken to him about it?
And that's a good point to make too, because I didn't steal from his house, but reading somebody's stuff, that's breaking someone's privacy, right? That could definitely be considered a sin, but it's not. Yes, and he won't be bothering you anymore.
Really? How did you manage that?
I found a treatment for his rheumatism, which was making him agitated and compounding some other personal issues.
Poor fellow. I've heard that can really mess with a person's head. Well done for figuring that out.
Okay, so where's my reward? Happy to help. I think he wants to help clean up his graffiti too.
Really? That's promising. I'll keep an eye out for him.
Okay.
Nice to talk to you.
I wonder if Rufius likes Virgil though? He might just hate him because, or he thinks he hate him because of the whole gay thing. But maybe he actually does like him. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna scam a few more denarii from this guy first.
Hello there, friend.
Yeah, you never believe me.
What is...
I do love a good loophole.
Don't even talk.
Okay.
You again.
I'll be going now.
See you around.
Salve.
Okay, well, you guys... Oh, don't... he's going home already. I broke him. Whoops. Okay, well, less conflict in the city. Good, but I feel like we need to get people out of here. We can't just be doing these small things. Ask Equitia about appealing to the gods for help. We heard some whispers talking about how we should follow the river. The river is a key. I can tell Centius about a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, we know this is the right one, but you know what? I think we can try the other stuff. Yeah. But he remembers though. He remembers our little thing that happened before. But I think that's also what happened to Al.
On you, sister.
They were just having the stalemate where he does know, but Al can't break the loop because Centius keeps...
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
That's actually really messed up then, because Al knows that it's Centius. Probably? Yeah, I think he does. But then he has to be... He's forced to take the portal, because if he doesn't, then the whole city is doomed, and he can't even try again. Centia. I don't think we've finished talking to her.
Ugh, this place has become a thoroughfare.
I missed you.
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
Nothing. I'll be going now.
I trust you can see yourself out.
Okay. Note from Scintilla. Scintilla to Centius, may Jupiter, Optimus Maximus continue to protect and guide you. Thank you for making me your daughter, and for the lovely birthday pendant. I promise I will wear it always. Birthday pendant. I feel so safe and fortunate to have you as my father and Centia as my sister. I sense you've been apprehensive about the election next month, but if you can just show them the strong and dependable man I know you to be, you will be re-elected. I'm sure of it. She's adopted. News to me. Okay. Centius, Centius, Centius. Yeah, we have a lot going on today with Centius. Let's see. I need to figure out who's breaking the golden rule. It could be two people. The assassin? Oh, this time we didn't do anything about the assassin. Yeah, we'll just try some of these. I don't know if we have to try every single one. Like, what's gonna happen? He can't sentence them to death. Is he just gonna throw them into jail? Oh, okay, we'll play. Two can play at this.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
Why are you acting like we haven't met? Oh, because canonically, I don't think it's saved. Like, when we got the ending, did it save? I don't think so. So he doesn't know yet. I'm Welonzius, and we've had this conversation before.
We have? Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here? I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed, and you had to start over. Is that about right? If so, what happened?
But canonically, he remembers it, even though he doesn't know that I know. So he's going through the script every single time. That's so boring. I couldn't stop it from being broken.
Ah, I see.
I've also broken it.
It's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and gathered and do better next time. Now, I assume you sought me out again for a reason?
Yes, you little... I'm pretty sure we've asked some of these already, right? In the very, very beginning? But it's been a while, I don't mind talking about it again. What's your story?
Sextus Centius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me. Before I wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians.
What is a decurion?
It's a cavalry officer. I had 30 men under my command. This was my uniform.
Why are you still wearing it?
As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you, so it seemed prudent.
Oh, so I can't kill you with my bow? How did you end up here?
My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now, the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction. They were trying to escape a terrible fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into a panic, and I remember it losing its footing by the water's edge. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far from here in the company of some stranger. I went looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure out the rest.
How did you come to be magistrate?
I was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents. Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead.
I'm trying to think about what I told Galerius earlier. When the golden rule is broken, everyone, or whoever he can gather, is gonna go to the upper cistern. So I should go there too. But we need Centius's key. Can we... Because usually when he opens the portal, we can search his remains, but we never find the key on him. So is the key even on him, or is it somewhere around here? Because if we don't have the key, then there's no point in us going to the upper cistern.
Very well.
Do you know a way out of here?
If I did, I'd have led these people out of here already.
Yeah, right. What do you think about the golden rule?
I've had plenty of time to think about it. Let me see if I can sum up my thoughts. I've always considered my guiding star to be the well-being of the Roman people.
Shut up.
Our survival and prosperity have always hinged upon honoring the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. Give the gods what they want and we all prosper. Dishonor them and we all die. It's as simple as that. The real enemy in this place is not the golden rule, but human failings. The temptation to slide into degeneracy, greed, and hubris. I trust that answers your question.
But the golden rule doesn't leave any room for learning and error. If you make a mistake, you can't... It's over for everybody. How is that reasonable at all? I'd like you to reduce Dolly.
You mean Duilius? Releasing him is out of the question, I'm afraid. That man is a liability we simply cannot afford. Perhaps you're not aware he was caught multiple times, sneaking around in places he should not have been.
What exactly did he do?
Look, I can see where you're going with this. You think me cruel. I assure you that is not the case. You may not be aware of this, but it was not so long ago, during the Republic, the law of the 12 tables would have required that he be killed as soon as he was born, owing to his deformities. Here we see to it that he has food, water, and shelter, and most importantly, he is able to continue living. A privilege that would be taken away from all of us, were he to be released and commit the crime of trespass. The man has no self-discipline, poor comprehension of what is going on around him, and is an incorrigible rule-breaker. I will not jeopardize the lives of my people so that one man can go free. Now, was there something else?
Literally shut up. I don't want to hear this from you. I was hoping to ask you some questions about my investigation.
Ask then.
Yeah, these are the ones that we... There was a whole thing about how he said that he's better than our modern age. Where was that under?
An intelligent question, but it is... no other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric?
Don't your laws allow slave ownership?
Of course. What else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
Yeah, keep them in a cage, make sure they can't do anything, but we allow them to live. We're so generous. Don't your people watch blood sports for entertainment?
On occasion, but our gladiators are almost all volunteers seeking glory, or condemned prisoners who would have been executed anyway. I do not see the harm.
Don't women have fewer rights than men?
Of course, but with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities, and the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands.
Like, you can tell we come from completely different times, because to him, this is all very obvious. Like, well, of course this is the way it is, because that's the way that makes sense, and that's the way that it's fair for everybody. Women in the kitchen, men do the fighting, blah blah blah. It's not even that he thinks he's doing something awful. He just thinks it's how it is. Don't you persecute Christians?
You mean the blasphemous cult responsible for burning down half of Rome last year? It's hard to blame the people for being angry about that.
Don't you practice collective punishment?
Are you talking about our practice of decimation? Of course. We could hardly unite all these warring tribes without a disciplined, formidable legion.
Where I'm from, we consider those things to be abhorrent.
Well, right now, you're a long, long way from home.
Wow!
I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
Literally my way or the highway.
Good. Now, was there something else you wanted to discuss?
I feel kind of horrible for doing this, but I just want to see what happens if we accuse somebody. What are you gonna do? Can we talk about who's gonna break the golden rule?
Of course. What is it?
I think I know who it is.
Yes?
Oh, we can't talk about the assassin. We'll just say some random person then. It's Malleolus.
Why do you say that?
Should I just say it? This is actually a relevant one. When he wins the election, he's going to convict you of treason and sentence you to death.
What? I'm speechless. How do you know? Of course, this isn't your first loop, is it? Well then, you must stop him from winning the election. I expect you'll need some kind of leverage on him, but I can't be seen to be involved in this, of course, so you'll be on your own. You'd better not waste any time, and may Swada, goddess of persuasion, go with you.
I don't think I can.
You mean to say you've tried every non-lethal measure you can?
I have. I haven't found a way to stop him.
Well then, in that case, as much as it pains me to do so, I must act decisively to ensure the survival of my people. As magistrate, I hereby declare him an enemy of Rome and authorize his execution by your hand, forthwith.
Yeah, but that's gonna... How would I execute him?
Any way you can. I would think that bow you're carrying should suffice.
Won't that break the golden rule?
I don't believe so, no. It's not a crime to carry out the lawful order of a magistrate.
What? Is that true? I don't think so, because when Malleolus becomes magistrate, he orders Domitius to kill you, and that counted as breaking the golden rule. Don't you need to give him a trial first?
So now you're an expert on Roman law, are you? Listen to me. We are cut off from the empire down here, fending for ourselves on the brink of annihilation. If ever there was a time to dispense with legal procedure, it would be now. Think of it as an act of preemptive self-defense. Think of the lives you'll be saving.
Okay, I'm very curious about this, because if we actually kill Malleolus and it doesn't count as breaking the golden rule, does that mean that Centius is gonna win the election? It doesn't feel right, but I'll do it. Fair enough. Alright, I'll take care of it.
Thank you. Please act quickly before it's too late.
Interesting. Interesting. Let's do it. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna... Oh god. Okay, good enough. Oh yeah. Really?
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted.
Hey, earlier? Oh, I definitely want to come back when Ulpius... Oh, does that mean we gotta see it again? Because it felt like he made a hole here. Maybe that goes somewhere if I...
And now...
And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens.
The Galerius is still hopping around somewhere because I told him to do this and that.
Enjoy the freedom you deserve. And, yes,
Okay.
No more.
I kind of want to talk to him first, but why don't we just try this out?
Eggshells, yes. No more should you...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Well, that didn't work. Wait. Oh, Centius is so fast. I want to try shooting him, but he's so fast. So he's wrong then. He's wrong. Oh, dang it. Well, that went well. Oh, we saw it happen. Where is his key, though? So we didn't get to see the upper cistern thing, which is okay. I think we'll try it again maybe after talking to more people. Centius, you were wrong. Just like we kind of already knew, because Malleolus trying to kill you was already a sin. Even though he was already magistrate then.